Pakistan has condemned India's move to abolish disputed Kashmir's special status.
The special status awarded to Kashmir.
The abrogation of Article 370.
Khususi haisiyat.
Darkest days.
What is happening?
I will be
In 1975, one of music history's most influential classical rock bands, Led Zeppelin, released one of their most popular songs to date. Though the song was based on the seemingly never-ending wastelands of Morocco, the track was in fact titled Kashmir. I wish we were remembered for Kashmir more than Stairway to Heaven, and maybe rightly so. Why wouldn't anyone want to be remembered for the name? Kashmir, the land, the road, the valley, and the stairway to heaven. Agar firdost barue zameen ast, hameen ast, to hameen ast, to hameen ast. Today, on the 5th of August 2021, the paradise is lost. Heaven on earth has become a living nightmare for those who inhabit it. 100,000 lives have been lost since 1990, 11,000 women raped and molested, 6,700 bodies have been unearthed, over 80,000 children have been left orphaned, and disturbingly, 2 genocide alerts have been issued. 73 years have passed since the United Nations issued a Security Council resolution giving Kashmiris the right to decide their fate through a plebiscite. And right now, the world's most militarized region, Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, is deployed with over 900,000 troops. This violent force, half of an active army, belongs to one nation, a dying democracy out of which breeds a hellfire of fascism.
क्योंकि मुझे तुम और तुम्हारे जैसे पूरी इस नस्ल को खत्म करना है हिंदुस्तान से.
The nationalist Modi government of the Indian state.
Well, the RSS itself, its own ideologues have written so much in praise of Hitler, in praise of Mussolini, have called Muslims second-class citizens.
And the mission is one: to violently oppress a voice that incessantly yells out freedom. But despite the atrocity and despite the chains of lockdown, the slow chant of Azadi keeps getting louder. On August 5th, 2019, India unilaterally scrapped perhaps the most important document of its constitution. One single document that gave India a faint right to call itself the world's largest democracy. Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, considered a violation of international law, no capital of the world has recognized India's actions. The document gave Kashmir, a Muslim-majority land, the right to semi-autonomy. 1. It had its own flag. 2. It had its own constitution. 3. It prevented outsiders from buying property. 2 years have gone by and India's malicious long-term plan is now fully apparent.
Make America great again is very much like what BJP is trying to do. In India, it's making Hindu India great again.
With the special status stripped, till now, 3.5 million fake domiciles have been issued to outside settlers.
There's an extra addition, which is a growing vegetation of the Indian public over there. They're mushrooming growth over there.
With the Citizenship Amendment Act and the domicile laws in place, another crime is on the horizon. The National Register of Citizens 2021 means to document all illegal citizens of India. This document, under the central government, will now be applied to Kashmir. The first time it was applied to Assam, 2 million Muslim residents were not recorded as citizens. Kashmir is losing local jobs, state jobs, residential communities, business opportunities, university placements, and now even their citizenship rights.
In 2 to 3 years, India becomes a majority over there, and the real people, they fall into a minority, and then plebiscite is conducted. So this is the difference between pre and post 5th of August scenario.
But why is the Indian state deliberately killing Kashmir's life and its economy? A pavement is being cleared for Hindu migrant businesses coming in to save the Kashmiri economy under the economic snapshot of 2030. The recently set up Delimitation Commission is a blackened cherry on top.
The idea is to squeeze and scatter wherever it benefits the Bharatiya Janata Party constituencies, so that the Muslim representation in a future state, if a state is restored, is reduced.
Now, even political representation seems to favor Hindu settlement. And as a failed attempt to showcase legitimacy to the delimitation process, Modi called for an all-party conference. This was the first meeting between Modi and leaders from Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir since 5th August 2019. Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi rightly called it a sham.
I think main point was that for the international media, for the Indian media, that there is a dialogue and a serious dialogue. Modi Saab did not concede anything.
And so it was a sham, because all 14 member politicians returned empty-handed under a false commitment promised only after delimitation. But by then, a strong Hindu representation will already be in place. On the one hand, India's democracy is dying while turning hatefully inwards, and on the other hand, Pakistan engages in efforts to coexist as civilized neighbors.
लेकिन करे क्या, एक आरएसएस की आइडियोलॉजी रास्ते में आ गई.
Pakistan has been the biggest international champion of Kashmiri rights and freedom.
मैं मकबूजा कश्मीर के भाइयों और बहनों को भी सलाम पेश करता हूं, जो बहादुरी और कुर्बानी की एक लाजवाब तारीख रकम कर रहे हैं.
This is a test for the United Nations. You are the one who guaranteed the people of Kashmir the right of self-determination. This is the time to take action.
The promised day is near. Look at the light scattering behind the mountains. Shackles shall break, and the sun will rise again. It will rise, bearing the flag of truth.